Hi audience, this is your editor Kumar. Welcome to the next episode of CEO TV. I hope you are having a good day because I have a very special guest in our studio who is going to talk about top tips that will help you all in your startup journey. And this very special guest has more than 15 years of banking experience, has 3 startups, exited 1, and presently he is the CEO of Ares Biomed. Audience, let me welcome Mr. Ram Kadambi onto the studio.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Pleasure to be here, Sushir. It's a great honor to be part of the CEO TV. Tips. There is no magic bullet to startup journey at all. But if there are something which, based on my experience, what we have went through in startup, and you used the word journey, right? It is interesting. Startup is not an event; it is a journey. So in this process, there are some things which people can leverage to make it successful. There is nothing like top 1, top 2, top 3. All of them are equal. There is no priorities here. First of all, first and foremost, you need to have a right product and service. When we talk about a right product and service, I have seen a lot of young student entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs coming up with ideas, brilliant ideas, but those ideas are, is there a need in the market in the first place? Do the customer really pay for it? We generally classify each and every product or a service into 4 buckets. We can talk it as a buckets. It's called 4 A's, whether the product or service is agile enough to support the customer's need. Is it going to be acceptable in the market? The guy who is going to pay for it, really feels that is it acceptable for him? Whenever we talk about a startup, the product is disruptive in nature. Either it is a brand new product which does not exist in the market, or is there something, a new innovation to the existing process? So there is a change. Change always have resistance. So whatever we are talking about, is it going to be acceptable and adaptable by the customer? So adaptability is a key, and we as a startup person needs to have a roadmap for customer to move from existing process, existing product, existing habit to a new product through adaptability roadmap. Last but not least, Indian market, right? People are price sensitive. Affordability is a key. Affordability does not mean that we have to be cheap. It has to be cheap from the current process or current product. But make sure that whatever we are talking about, the customer sees a perceived value out of the product. So enough about right product and services. Presently, startup entrepreneurs do have a right product in mind. It is going to be very, very lonely in top. Don't be alone over there. Ensure you have a right co-founder. It is easy to said and done, right? So finding a right co-founder is the toughest job, but ensure you have a right partner who can be shoulder and shoulder with you through all the tough times. It is not going to be a happy journey where everybody become a Facebook. It's going to be a bumpy ride. You need a shoulder to cry upon, to lean on, to go with together. So ensure you have the right co-founders for that. At some point of time, your relatives' money, your friends' money is going to evaporate. You need to get investors on board. Investors doesn't need to know about your product. People invest, based on my experience and what I've seen so far, on people. The people who are running the show. Be good at marketing yourself. Trust me, you need to market yourself. Everybody who is in the startup world should know how to market themselves. Marketing is a key here. First is self-promotion. Brand yourself. Create a brand for you first, then your product will automatically fall in place. Have a sound strategy. I want to make sure that my product is going to go hit the market in this process, in these steps. These are the first 5 things which is going to do. This is how I'm going to capture this market. Ensure there is a sound strategy. People love to see dollars and cents. But the dollars and cents, what we talk about in the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, may not be achievable, but have a plan in place. This is how we are going to execute. Things change. We all know about it. Investors knows about it. Startup guys knows about it. But be practical about it, but still have a sound strategy in place. When things change, adapt to it, but come back to that. How do we come back to that is the key for it. And enjoy the whole process, right? Startup is a journey. When me and Sushir talked about it, he always used the word startup journey. I love that word. It is not an event. We are going to go through it over a whole period of time. in this process, keep reinventing yourself. Networking is a key for you. Don't be alone on solving one problem. There may be already a guy in startup world who is going to have this solution for you. Keep reinventing. That is going to be a success for you. Thanks for watching, guys.
I hope you learned a lot from what Ram had to say, and I really wish you all the very best for your startup journey, and do keep me posted about this video's comments. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.